Hey, what is happening? You running on empty Rapidash. Today we're taking a look at Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. And I don't want to say I was completely wrong on this deck because I don't think I'm going to be bringing this to a regional championship or a major tournament anytime soon, but it's definitely way more powerful and way more enjoyable to play than I thought it would be. This is Lucas Zing's build that they used to get top 8 at Pittsburgh Regional Championships. The only change I made is I cut the Lost Vacuum, a little bit less Paths of the Peak in the format now than there has been, and I put in a 4th Ultra Ball because Ultra Ball, when I was running 3 of them, felt like it was always a card I was trying to find. I was like, if I can get Ultra Ball off this Pokestop or off this concealed card draw, I can get my B-Barrel and I can play the game, and sometimes I'd come up short and not get there. So it definitely felt like the card I was always looking for the most out of any other card in the deck. Of course, some cards like if I could play a 5th Superior Energy Retrieval, I maybe would, but you can't do that. So yeah, Ultra Ball is the only change I made to Lucas's build. Cut the Lost Vacuum, put in the 4th Ultra Ball. And like I was saying, this deck felt way better than I thought I was going to feel. I thought it wasn't going to feel that great. My expectations for it weren't that high, but I knew I needed to give it a shot. I hadn't really played with the turbo build of Chien-Pao Baxcalibur yet, so I knew I needed to give it a shot, try it out, and it's a super powerful deck, to be honest. Way more powerful than I thought it would feel. Like I said, I'm not taking this to the next regional championship I roll up to, I don't think. Of course, maybe with a little bit more testing, I could definitely be convinced, but if you're looking for a new powerful deck to rock, if you're just kind of getting bored of what you've been playing and you haven't checked out the turbo Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, you gotta check it out, especially right now in the current meta with how much Charizard there is in PTCG Live Ladder, but just kind of in general. This has a great Charizard matchup. The Charizard matchup for this deck is actually insanely good. It's so good. It's like a free dub. The matchup is free. It's insanely free. You always win the prize trade, and there's like nothing they can do about it. The matchup is insanely favored for the Chien-Pao Baxcalibur. So let's talk about this build a little bit. It is just Chien-Pao Baxcalibur, so there's not too much to say, really. Of course, we got Chien-Pao here as our main attacker. No Palkia. Palkia is bad. 3 Frigibacks. The 2/2 B-Barrel. I'll quickly talk about the 70 HP Frigiback real fast. It does have 2 retreat cost, but it does have 70 HP. So the reason you play the 70 HP one is so you can bench it along the side, the 60 HP one, and then Sableye can't KO both your Frigibacks in the same turn. Is it worth it? I don't know. I haven't played against that much Lost Box, to be honest. You definitely don't need it if the only Lost Zone deck was running on was like Lost Tina, because they're not turn 2 Sableye on you. But if Lost Box goes first, they could theoretically get a turn 2 Sableye. So to protect against that, the 70 HP Frigibacks does help and does save you potentially. That's also why you play the Manaphy here as well. It's kind of weird. If you go second against Lost Box, theoretically your bench has to become like Frigibacks, Manaphy, I don't know, Chien-Pao, Bidoof, Radiant Greninja. I guess that'd be fine. That's not that bad, to be honest. 1, 2. I'm counting the Pokemon right now to make sure that's 6, so that works, I guess. Only 2 Baxcalibur in here, but that's really all you need when you also play 2 Super Rod. And of course, Chien-Pao is the main attacker in the deck, but Radiant Greninja is often used, especially because we play so many cards to kind of combo with it and enable the Greninja, namely the Canceling Colones, which shuts off our opponent's active Pokemon's ability. Which means we can bring Manaphy from our opponent's bench into the active with cross switchers, then play Canceling Cologne, shut off the ability of the Manaphy, and then use Moonlight Shuriken to knock out 2 Pokemon on our opponent's bench. Usually is what we do. Like you can, like against Gardevoir, you know, KO2 Curlias, against Lost Box, KO2 Comfeys, and sometimes they don't even bench the Manaphy and you just get 2 free prize cards anyways. And sometimes you can also go knock out the Manaphy in the active and then also KO something on the bench. If there's not 2 low HP Pokemon in play, you can make Manaphy one of your targets for the turn. Like if you're up against Charizard and they only have the Mew and the Manaphy left for single prize low HP Pokemon in play, their Pidgeys or Pidgeots and their Charmanders or Charizards, then you can just go KO the Manaphy, KO the Mew, and that's 2 prize cards, and you leave a 1 prize in your active, which is pretty sick. So yeah, the Greninja, it's, you don't attack with it like more than once a game, but you pretty much attack with it every single game, it feels like. Every single game that I play with this deck, we're attacking with Greninja like every single time. So yeah, it's kind of insane. So only Gust effect in here is the cross switchers, but that's really all you need. Once you're ahead in the prize exchange and you understand the prize exchanges for this deck in the matchups, in the meta, you don't ever need to gust more than like 2 times. Like, and usually you're only gusting like once in most games, but you do have the 4 cross switchers in here, so the possibility of gusting twice throughout a game is there. The only real supporter in the deck is Irida. There is 1 Iono. We sometimes try and preserve the Iono against like Lost Zone decks towards like a late game scenario. If we're not ahead in the prize exchange, we need to throw them off on a later turn. Then we have the 1 in Iono in there for that. But it really is just kind of the next best supporter to have in the deck. It feels like more so than anything. And the 5th supporter does increase our odds of seeing a supporter in the early turns by quite a lot. So just having a 5th supporter in there kind of just makes sense. And it is some kind of like late game safety net. So early game, it's a shuffle your hand back into the bottom of your deck, draw 6, which is pretty powerful. And then late game, it is a disruption card you can utilize. But like once we set up the B-Barrels and we have the Greninja in play potentially, and we are trying to set up double B-Barrel almost like in every single matchup all the time, because having the double draw of the double B-Barrel is just so powerful. You're trying to get both of those things online. Once you have that cooking, you don't really need to use a supporter at all, especially because we're so aggressively clearing out our hand with superior energy retrieval and the ultra balls to make sure we're getting a ton of draw power through the B barrels. You don't really need the draw supporters, to be honest, and relying just heavily on our item cards turn to turn is just kind of just fine. And the last thing I'll talk about is Pokestop. Pokestop is absurd in this deck. Sometimes on turn 1 it doesn't feel great to use Pokestop, but once you like establish a decent board, and as long as you have like a super rod, access to a super rod, whether that be in your hand or in your deck, you're just using Pokestop every single turn as much as you possibly can, to be honest. And that is one reason that the Lost Vacuum is kind of cool, because you could use Pokestop, Lost Vacuum your Pokestop, and then use another Pokestop. If you didn't play the first Pokestop you used that turn, you can get like a double Pokestop turn off. That's like I think the only time I used the Pokestop or the Vacuum for value was in one game where I did that, and that was basically the only time I got value out of the Vacuum. So I don't think it's worth keeping around just for that play. A Pokestop sticking around and getting to use it every single turn is usually good enough value that you're winning games off that, so you don't really need to get the double Pokestop use. But it is a cool thing that the Vacuum does enable you to do when there's not really much else to Lost Vacuum in certain matchups. It can allow you to go Pokestop, which is kind of cool, right? It's a pretty cool play. And that's it. Let's go ahead. Let's jump into some action. If you guys want to see some more action from me with this deck, check out the secondary YouTube channel. Like I said, played a ton with this deck recently. I've been playing a ton with Baxcalibur decks recently. Just had that video out the other day on the Kyurem build, but this deck is honestly just sick. It's just like super fun. It's a nice, refreshing pace of play from a lot of the other decks in the format. The plays and combos you can pull off with this deck, and just like the sequencing in the deck is the sequencing in the deck as well is very rewarding to play as well, which is maybe why I enjoy playing the deck so much, because there is some little bit of intricate sequencing with everything, but it's super rewarding to like do it correctly and, you know, end up with the big play at the end of it all. So yeah, just really dope deck. Definitely recommend you guys try it out if you haven't already. And with that said, let's go ahead, let's jump into some action. Was kicking and screaming for Illuminion, I would have already added one. 4, 2, 1, 1, 3, 2, 3. Candy. Pokestop. Energy in hand. Okay, that's all 6 actually. White X hasn't done well at recent events makes it easier to consider if it's a good play against moving forward. If I decide Bax hasn't done well because Lost Box is popular and the Lost Box is still popular, I can immediately conclude it's still a good play. No, I think your question wasn't bad, Hale. I think just like the other question was bad. Yeah, what do you need for Baxcalibur to become? I mean, that's why like always running some kind of like process of meta-analysis is good, because then it can make you realize, oh, one deck is good or one deck is bad when you didn't know before that a deck is all of a sudden maybe better than it was. No, I think your question was fine. The other question just literally was a nothing question. Your question was like, okay, when is Baxcalibur good? So the answer to that is always just like, what are this deck's bad matchups? The other thing you could ask is also like, well, that's like the other question we would ask that would be separate from that is like, how do we make the best? I mean, the first question you should ask for every deck is like, how do we make the best list for this deck? Then you make the best list for the deck. How do we make the best list for the deck? Then you make that best list for that deck, and then you're like, okay, what is this deck's matchup percentages, and are they good or bad enough that we should or should not play it? And then you do or do not play it over other decks based on that. Yeah, but finding the point of where it becomes where you should or should not play a deck, I think is fine. Yeah. So I guess I'm gonna KO the Pidgey here, but I don't want to bench. Actually, his hand really sucks. And I actually can't even KO the Pidgey yet. I think UX would be a good improvement over Bibs. No, they're not the same card at all. That call for family. Call for Scamly. Super chill. So I should go Nest Ball for Frigibax. Oh, could I have drawn a card there off that? I could. Well, I didn't want to. How much I care about that canceling Cologne. I don't care too much about it, I guess. Pass? I mean, they only have a 3-card hand, so I don't think I'm getting KO'd here, but yeah, pass. And Yeah, Mew and B-Barrel don't do the same thing. There's like not the same card. So Irida equals sad. Yeah, but that's gonna happen in every deck. Sometime is gonna whiff something, right? So like, it more so comes down to. It still just comes down to what are your win percentages, right? I whiffed the Irida, and I would have liked the Irida there, but for the situation, I still am fine whiffing the Irida in this situation. The question is like, how often do you whiff the? Not even whiffing Irida. How often do you whiff the turn 2 Baxcalibur? To be honest, how often do you whiff your turn 2 attack? That you need to start adding more draw supporters. That would be the question more so than anything, because the Irida's not the biggest thing, and also just like if you like, I'm still pretty confident in this game. Like I think I'm still winning this matchup. Like this matchup, I'm not concerned about at all personally. Like I think we're still winning this for sure. Yeah, this is a free dub, 100%. So the more important question is just to ask, what is the win percentage? What is our win percentage with the deck? That's always the most important thing to ask. Play 5 Irida, 8. Play 1 Luminion. My base problem with Luminion is it feels like you never have the bench space for it, and you can attack with it and shuffle it back into the deck, but sometimes you have to attack with something else. You can't just attack with Luminion. So Luminion's like okay. Pretty mid overall. Very mid card. Actually, you know what? The card sucks. Terrible card. Damn, that's a lot of energy. Huh. Shivery Chill. Candy Baxcalibur. Oh, I have the knockout in hand. For some reason, I didn't think I had the knockout in hand. I don't know what I was thinking, to be honest. I was just tripping there. Yeah, I didn't think I had enough energy. I was like, all right, we need some more energy here. All right, no problem. We'll get it this turn. We'll figure it out. But better than that, we have the KO, and we can draw some cards with B-Barrel. Chilling. Yeah, because I was kind of like focused on using the Greninja, so I didn't even like sometimes you got to slow down and do the math. I was so focused on like using Greninja that I didn't just do the math and realize, oh, I have the KO. I'm down. Let's rip a stop. I do give it to them though. Maybe that's not worth it. Yeah, for how poorly they're operating over there, maybe giving them any kind of I'm really far ahead, and I actually don't know about this event. We're really far ahead though off this attack. Like we're super far ahead. So do you have any thought on the best way to play colorless Lugia matchup versus Zards? Luxray Boss Pidgeot is what I've been doing, but I need to find more. I mean, I think honestly, if you just like attack with Lugia and then just send Snorlax after Snorlax at them, you just win. Like if you literally just go attack with Lugia, then Snorlax, and then if you play the Mew, you can use it to close out against a Charizard at the end of the game. Like the matchup just feels like it's favorable. Because like if you get, it depends like what happens in the actual lines of play, of course, but like if you like go first and get turn 2 attack with Lugia, you're gonna get 2 prizes that way, or a prize and a smack on a Zard, and then you just go lax. And if you play Weirder, you can look for a big Weirder 1 KO at some point. But then if you go chain triple lax into Mew, you just win the game. The game just ends. The Luxray, I don't know. The Luxray play could work. I don't play Luxray in my build currently, but and then Charizard would be a good addition into the deck as well. Just have another heavy hitter, but yeah, I don't know. The matchup feels like it's good, just because like you just send laxes at them and then you can close out with Mew. Horn, Radiant, Zard. I mean, they probably don't have a V Pokemon in their discard pile to utilize at the end. Also, I just wouldn't play Horn. I wouldn't play Echoing Horn in there. I have been really liking the 4 boss though, to be honest. The 4 bosses felt really, really sick in there. It actually like makes me wonder if like there should be 4 boss and single strike Lugia. Because the amount of times when I play single strike Lugia and I'm just my win condition is boss. It's like so high. Maybe there should just be 4 boss and single strike Lugia as well, to be honest. Like the amount of times I'm like my win condition is boss. Like in the colorless deck, I feel like I'm bossing every single turn. Like literally just boss on repeat. The 4 bosses felt super good. Entei, sure. Boss is kind of good. I play at least 2 in every deck. It's a good call there, Slab. It's a good call. Yeah, that's where I got it from too. I just copied the Champions League build to start with, and I was like, the bosses, I'm always bossing. Want to block Snorlax too, though? Yeah, I mean, that might have been a reason to play the higher boss count. Of the block Snorlax, I cut pretty much instantly, though. I think I did just cut it instantly. I was like, this thing sucks. There's no way this is good. I just cut the block Snorlax instantly. But the yo, boss. All right, so I can go for the 1-hit KO on the active here. I mean, I probably should just go for that, right? That seems like a fine line to take here. I just want to KO the active. Our hand is just so ridiculous, man. Man, our hand is so good. All right, so I'm gonna recover. Or hang on, I could play this first. What do I want to get here? Be doof, right? Yeah, give me a doofer. Show me the doof. Show me the money. So they can't like Iona me and me draw really, really bad. Yeah. Dude, I still have 4 superiors left. That is so absurd. Holy smokes. We're cooking. All right. There's no energy in the deck. So find me some items. It's beautiful. All right, now I have to recover a Chien-Pao, but that's fine. So I do this. Chien-Pao, double water. Dude, the more I play this deck, the more I like it. And I've talked so much shit about this deck. Okay, play this. Now this. I could just grab the second Chien-Pao for the next turn. I could just grab nothing. I'm gonna go with the good old nothing grab. Trivia Chill for 2. I have played up against an absurd amount of Charizard decks today, though. And this matchup feels really good. This matchup feels insanely good if you don't misplay like I did that one time. So this is like a really good matchup for this deck. And I played against like, I don't know, it's like my 6th Charizard or something today. Like, it's actually absurd how many Charizard I play. Everyone thinks they're William, bro. Like, what the heck? Everyone's cosplaying as a Vader today. Give me free dubs with my Chien-Pao deck. I would like to hit some other matchups so I can get a better idea of like, I mean, like the Lost Box matchups. I felt we hit a couple Lost Zone decks, and the Lost Zone decks and the Lost Cena decks both felt tough. Both felt tough. Actually, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Hale. To your point with your question, like that's why I feel like when me and my group do our spreadsheet, it always gives us something to work off of. Just like, this is what we think matchups or decks matchup percentages are, and this is what we expect the meta percentages to be. So we can like that's like by default allows us to write off decks like Chien-Pao pretty early on in our thought process of like what to play for a tournament, because we're just like, well, Chien-Pao just sucks, and then we can always just go back to it and just like adjust the meta percentages. And then if Chien-Pao is all of a sudden like the #1 deck that the spreadsheet spits out, then we're like, okay, let's take a look at this. But I actually like you saying that made me definitely like just like in the moment right now think about that differently for a second. Like that is like the value of that for sure, or one of the values of that. Lost Zone wasn't that bad. It seems like it's unfavorable. Like I say, it seems like the Lost Zone matchups are just unfavorable, to be honest. Like, yeah, I know we have I know they're not gonna have double mana fee like ever, but even like, yeah, just like normal Lost Box seems tough. And so, are they attacking with the Entei? Bro, what? Well, no, wait, they're retreating this to the Charizard, right? Maybe. I don't know actually. Penny. Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Cool play. Cool play. All right. We still should win this turn with. Well, we win this game by either just going knockout active with Baxcalibur, or we get the win on the. I'm gonna go for the win on the mana fee here, but. Can I ask what are some of the base points on your spreadsheet? Our spreadsheet is literally just matchup percentages and meta percentages. That's it. Just those 2 things. If you're talking about something more complicated than that, I have no idea. I'm not the one who runs the spreadsheet. I don't run the spreadsheet. I just give input on numbers. That's it. That's my job. If you're talking about something more advanced than what I just said, I got no clue. I never use Chien-Pao here, right? Ever. So we can always bet this for Jabax. I knew someone was gonna go there. All right, so what do we need? Wait. Am I trolling? Oh, it's my discard pile. I was like, I haven't played a Cross Searcher or a Canceling Clone. What the heck? That's my discard pile, though. I was like, this should not be possible. What am I looking at here? Another easy dub with the Greninja Canceling Cologne combo. Pidgeys never even got to. We didn't even go after the Pidgeys, bro, and they still didn't see the. They didn't even get to evolve. We didn't even go after them like that, but they still didn't even get to evolve. Poor Pidgeys, man. Poor Pidgeys. The matchup percentage is coming. Okay, this first. I didn't prize anything. I didn't prize any poke. Excalibur, nope. No poke priced. I almost wish I had gone second with this hand, to be honest. 3 waters. And then 1 stop. 1 super odd, maybe. Oh, wait, should I have gotten that first? Probably not. I should have got a... Dude, what am I doing? I should have got a Frigibax. Oh, okay. Oh, no, not Frigibax. I think we just set up the squad here. I might be wrong on that. Yeah, should have got a Frigibax there. I just discarded a Frigibax. Escape rope. Cross switchers 4. I want to keep this around as Ultra Ball fodder. Dude, we should get this thing into the active so I can find some water energy. Yeah, that was a pretty insane Pokestop, I'm not going to lie. I appreciate the tier 1 sub there. Sexy Oak, welcome to the Rat Pack. We're all out of marshmallows, but we got plenty of toilet paper. We definitely do not want a second Chien-Pao. I maybe wanted a Manaphy. Maybe that's it, but... What the fuck, bro? Wait, is this the same person? This has got to be the same person. This has got to be the same person I played earlier. Dude, no one plays double Manaphy right now. This is so annoying. Is this the same person? I don't even know if this is the same person. The other person, no, this is someone else. They didn't have path. Double Manaphy is to play around canceling Cologne. All right. But generally no one plays it because it's just not very good. Then B-Bear there kind of sucks, but it's like not that big of a deal. Any double Baxcalibur is pretty nice, not gonna lie. I just want to make sure I like keep my Iono for the late game more so than anything. I might go out of my way to KO one Manaphy and then try and I guess KO the other one. I guess I don't know. I don't think I ever concealed cards here, right? I just retreat. Search out 2 energy and then just take the knockout, I guess. Yeah. Maybe this could be someone else. Maybe it's not someone else. This could be the exact same person I played against earlier. So cringe, bro. That it's so cringe. Yeah, I could go out of my way to KO Manaphy and like force him to have like the Claw or Super Odd play on the following turn. That would definitely not be a bad play to just like do it and just be like, all right, have it. If not, I can do the. I did prize the Super Odd. Okay, I can do like the cross switches again or something. I don't know. So annoying, bro. Like doing double cross switcher this turn to double cross switcher next turn would like be pretty good. Like honestly, just KOing their Cram would also, well, that Raihan definitely got them on Chorus for next turn, or maybe not. See, I'm kind of all in on this Manaphy play now. KOing a Manaphy and then going for the 2 prize attack on the next turn seems like the play. I'm definitely down to try and do it. Oh wait, do I have everything in there though? I think I do. All right, I don't mind giving them Pokestop because it's more like to mill their courses than anything at this point. It feels like. this as well. Sure, sure, sure. Oh, I gotta be careful about getting rid of my Iono though, actually. Oops, that was a mistake. Yeah, definitely a mistake. Gotta build up the pieces. We're in there. And then I can go Rod, E-Barrel, Chien-Pao, Chien-Pao. Do I need... I have another Super Rod to work with, right? Yeah. Honestly, I don't really want any of these. I don't want either of those. I think I'm more likely to want the Frigibacks though. But I'm gonna get nothing now because I have a second Super Rod to work with here, so. Yeah, honestly, they both just kind of suck. Honestly, fuck these guys, bro. They're trash. Leave them in the discard pile. All right. Oh no, I was supposed to hold the water in the hand. Oops. Well, I can. This works as well, to be honest. Like, this is fine. Oh, this yeah. But I was gonna Ultra Ball away a water there actually, which is probably the correct thing to do. It's fine. I was gonna Ultra Ball away. I was gonna Ultra Ball away. I was gonna Ultra Ball away the energy alongside the. I don't know, whatever else I Ultra Balled away there, but then I didn't. I don't know. I should have done. That's what I should have done. But this is fine as well. And then just like had one less energy in play, which would have been fine. But not that big of a deal. You win as long as you never drop another 2-prizer from here, though. Rod around Horn, I guess. I guess I might. Well, actually, they have Charizard eventually, though. Is that true? Knockout for 2, go down to 2. Knockout. Yeah, I guess you're right. If I do that, maybe I do just win. I'm still gonna go for the Greninja play, but you're right. Yeah, if I just like play around Horn from here on out, I do just win. Yeah. I do just win if I just play around Horn from here. That's chill, I guess. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. Hey, yo. All right, let's go. I guess I didn't need to Nest Ball. I could have irritated for the Chien-Pao, to be honest. But I guess it's like the same thing overall, right? Yeah, it don't really matter. Oh, that's all I get. Okay, that's fine. Dude, let's go, bro. I hate these Manaphy mains, bro. They main Manaphy. That's what they main. The Manaphy mains. Wait, is that like... Let me just read it. All right. Imagine if like playing the second clone like actually reversed it. Imagine like playing the second clone actually reversed it or something. That'd be hilarious. Oh, so we killed the probably Sableye Comfy, right? Yeah, that seems chill to me. I'm down for it. I'm here for it. All right, yeah, we do just win. You're right. We do just win the prize share from there on out. Because I was able to get everything out of like KO range. You'll appreciate that tier 1 sub there, Crimson Whooper. Welcome to the Rat Pack. We're all out of Muppets. We got plenty of mulch. What's going on, you maining man? Yeah, you man. What's going on, you Manaphy mains? Yeah, dude. Wait, what? Where did this Manaphy come from? Oh, wait, that was the Manaphy that I didn't KO. Dude, I was like, third Manaphy, bro. What? No, but yeah, I didn't KO the Manaphy. That's funny. I literally thought there was a third Manaphy for a second. No, that would be ridiculous. That would be ridiculous. I like how you supposed to select 2 prize cards at once, even though... Yeah, I know. It sucks. Well, yeah, like I instinctively go to get 2. I mean, attacks on Baxcalibur seems correct here, so we're just gonna go for that, I guess. We'll see. To fight for. Boy, I'm about to deck out. I have 4 cards left in my deck. What the heck? I didn't even notice. I'm speaking gibberish. Fine. Yeah, I mean, sure. Give me +1 card here. Why not? I should probably already put another one in play, to be honest. I have 2 to make sure I can retreat anything just in case. I guess that could come up, right? Like, they could just boss a B-Barrel and I lose. But this might be guaranteed to be an energy, actually, as well. Yeah, it is. So I could have put 1 more in play, I guess. I'm pretty sure it was guaranteed to be an energy there. I don't know what... I haven't been keeping track of what I've been pulling off my prize cards. I tracked most of my prize cards, but... Rock Sanding double barrel. I mean, you gotta do some... I mean... That, to be honest, the Rock Sand does nothing. Like, neutral. But... Yeah, doing the Rock Sand there is, like, neutral. Because, like, they're putting less cards in my hands on my Bureau more, but they could have got rid of the cards that I had built up over turns, but... They probably just need to see more cards on their side, right? So... Here comes the Sableye. Maybe they're just gonna hope I can't move the Greninja, but... I don't know, maybe. I have no idea of what even the play is here for them. You have, like, yeah, you can't KO my active, right? You have to go KO B-Barrel. Or I guess you can just put damage on Chien-Pao and just hope I can't retreat. Yeah, you can't KO my active. You never KO my active here. Yeah, KO B-Barrel's fine. I guess, like, theoretically that makes me draw less cards, but I only have 3 cards left in my deck, so if I draw with 1 B-Barrel, it's probably seeing my whole deck or enough of it that it wouldn't matter. I mean, obviously we see my hand, so we know it doesn't matter, but... Let's go, bro. We beat one of these Manaphy mains, bro. So cringe. Yeah, if we get like the double Baxcalibur setup, this matchup, if we can keep our Iono and get the double Baxcalibur, we could theoretically just be ahead in the price rate and actually just like maintain the lead with double Super Rod, to be honest. I didn't really like think about that. We'd have to be careful of like a 1 KO on a Chien-Pao at some point, but that's about it. But it's definitely actually possible to maintain the price trade and just stay ahead the whole game.